Hi everybody, Fintan here from Dancing Cloud. I'm here in Google Next in Las Vegas for the Google Next conference. It's been a really busy couple of days, and I'm here with Matt Sack from Virtru, and Matt's going to tell me a little bit about the business and an introduction to himself. So thanks for taking the time to chat to us, Matt.
Absolutely, Finn. Thanks for having me, man.
No worries. So maybe you could tell us about your role in the company and what Virtru does.
Yes, I manage our channel partnerships and our partnership with Google. We've been a Google partner pretty much since our inception, so about 10 years. And what we built is a platform for adding data-centric security to emails, files, and SaaS applications.
Okay, so emails, files, and SaaS applications. Maybe we could kind of jump in and break that down a little bit. From an email point of view, what is it that the product adds for a customer who's concerned about security and maybe wants to, I'm assuming, encrypt the data and things like that?
Yeah, the main thing, so first off, Google Workspace is the most secure cloud collaboration platform out there. So
100% agree.
We're not really concerned about what's happening to data when it's inside an organization in Google Cloud, whether it's inside the Workspace ecosystem. When it comes to email specifically, what happens when that data leaves your organization and maybe travels into a different ecosystem that's not as secure? Yeah. So we're adding object level encryption to specific email messages, attachments. No matter where that travels, it's going to be encrypted end to end. You're also going to get some capabilities around how that data is being accessed, so you can see who is reading that message. You can revoke access to it. You can disable forwarding. And that's really the same thing we're doing with Google Drive. It's the same thing we're doing with data that's coming out of SaaS applications like Salesforce or Zendesk. So it's really just solving that problem for how do you share data securely and easily when it's leaving your organization.
I mean, that's interesting. You're talking about the SaaS applications. That definitely wasn't around when I looked at Virtru before.
Times are changing,
Times are changing, yeah. So what SaaS applications are you guys integrated with now?
Salesforce, Zendesk, Confluence. We do some work with Looker as well. And the other thing more broadly, we don't have specific integrations for every SaaS app out there, but any SaaS application that you are using to share emails or files out of it, we can protect those, encrypt that data using one of our application gateways. So.
Okay, excellent. And I've used Virtru before from an email point of view, from a Drive point of view. Are customers able to choose their own encryption keys? Is that something that's possible?
Basically, yes. What we are doing at Virtru, among other things, is we are also going to be acting as the key manager for a customer. So if you're using Virtru to encrypt your Gmail messages or your Drive files, we at Virtru aren't going to be storing any of the actual content. We are just going to be storing those keys, and the customer is going to be able to manage who has access to those keys. Yeah. Another capability we offer, it's a fully hosted customer key store. It's a Virtru private key store, which would add another layer of encryption keys to encrypt the keys that Virtru has. Oh. So in that instance, you
encryption within encryption.
It's a complicated.
It's like encryption inception.
That's something where you could have a hardware security module that host those keys that only you have access to, or it could be in your private cloud. And it's a cool use case because there's a lot of companies out there, and you probably know this, especially in EMEA, that they do not want
GDPR,
or the U.S. government. They don't want them to be able to come and say, "Hey, give us." They don't. These organizations want to be the sole source of truth that comes to those keys. So. That's one thing we do as well, yeah.
No, I had to ask that question because I know it's really important, and important for customers to kind of understand.
And with your customers, privacy is pretty big for your.
It's huge. I mean, it's huge in Europe. Do you know what I mean? With GDPR and the compliance and the laws for the European Union, we see compliance as a huge area, and we're seeing security now becoming much more important for even smaller organizations, and that it's not a matter of if something will happen, it's a matter of when.
Totally.
And being protected for that. Maybe we could, as a last one, we could just cover maybe some common use cases, like what are the is it small business, is it big business, medium-sized businesses? What do you see,
we probably have 7,000 or 8,000 customers, and they really span from, one-person dentist offices all the way up to, the biggest banks in the world. So we cover all kind of segments of the market. The most common use case is going to be anyone in a regulated vertical. So financial services, healthcare, public sector, education. So those are big for us. We also see a lot of traction with technology companies, specifically ones that are kind of in that growth stage where maybe they're maturing a lot of their processes, they're hiring security teams.
Yeah,
So,
and they're doing it maybe as part of a SOC too,
yeah,
or
they're getting audits. They kind of realize, we need to mature, we need to grow up a little bit, and we need to get some of these protocols in place. So those are some of the big ones. Yeah.
And it's often like maybe they've gotten funding from a bigger company that brings in that compliance, or they've got big customers who are like, we're not going to work with you unless you fix these gaps. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, totally. And I think a lot of our customers, some of them have regulatory compliance that necessitates encryption. Others just think that it's good for business, and they know that their customers are going to appreciate that when they receive financial statements or legal documents that they're encrypting it. Yeah. So kind of runs the gamut.
Well, we better wrap up because there are so many people who want to get to the stand and learn more about Virtru.
Appreciate you taking the time. Yeah.
No, well, thanks for taking the time to chat to us. If you guys are not subscribed to Jams in Cloud, please smash that subscribe button, as they say. Or if you're watching us on LinkedIn or Instagram, do follow us on there as well. Thanks for taking the time to watch the video, and we will see you guys next week.